Hello everyone, welcome to Ask Jerry, the Chartered Vendor Show. With me today is Jerry. How are you doing, Jerry?
Hi, Shem. Long time.
Very long time. How have been your sales training and just work in general?
It was okay. Sales training is really good. We are trying to spread this gospel about sales training in Africa and in Zimbabwe.
Okay, so you know what? Sales is the lifeblood of your business, but you want to ensure that you don't waste time running after the wrong people, like the people that are not the right fit for your business. So, like, how do you go about, like, what are the characteristics of clients that are like potential prospects that can turn into actual paying customers?
Okay, thank you. Every business, I think, has got, you're trying to have your niche. I think there are very few business where you want to just sell to everyone. Maybe when you're selling food, some type of food.
Maybe like supermarkets. Supermarkets are to everybody.
It's not everything, but sometimes it's trying to sell meat to the vegetarians. It doesn't work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe you're trying to sell hospital beds to your hotel. It doesn't work. So you really need now to segment your market to say, who is my ideal customer?
Okay.
What are the characteristics of my ideal customer? Who buys from me? Who buys this product? Are they companies? Are they individuals? Is it the government? Are they NGOs? So all that now you really need to qualify or disqualify a customer. And the only way you can usually do that is by asking those important questions. Like, it's just like a doctor. When you visit a doctor, if you ever notice that when you visit a doctor, they'll first take your temperature, they'll take your weight, they'll make sure that they check your blood pressure. Then afterwards, what do? They ask you questions to say, how can I qualify this disease?
Okay.
Is it a headache?
Right now, when we're talking about prospects and customers, are we assuming then that, the part where you're trying to find out, what issues this person has, how much time they're going to have to make this decision, those are the base things, like, for example, the temperatures and the BPs.
Exactly.
And then now the questions that are then supposed to help you better understand the pain points and needs of those customers are now when the doctor is now asking you, okay, fine, your BP is high, but have you been thinking too much? Have you been eating this? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. That's right. So, like, before we even actually go there, what I've noticed, especially with our salespeople, you get a lot of leads. I think you've advertised on Instagram. I know you advertise on Instagram. You try to advertise on Facebook. You get many people are asking for your product.
Yes.
So if you try to chase
everyone, you waste your time. And time is money.
So you really now need to say, who is going to buy from me? So I think even on social media, you can put a form which can even actually select, can help you qualify a client.
Okay.
For example, maybe I want to target companies. I might say, what's the name of your company? Where is your company situated? How many people are in your company? The nature of your business. It's trying to qualify to say, this is an ideal customer. So I've noted that most of the salespeople, even my salespeople, they waste time chasing for someone who is never going to buy from them.
Okay.
Like an individual. Usually when men, maybe they're interacting with a sales lady.
Yes.
No one wants to be called they don't have money. So usually they'll say, I'll buy tomorrow. I'm going to buy next week. I'm going to buy next month.
Tomorrow never comes.
Exactly. So they'll delay until you actually give up. So when because remember, we said, especially our motto in follow-up with M&J is, we follow up on you. It's either until you give us business, or until you die.
Okay.
So sometimes, yes, it's okay when you want to motivate people to follow up, but it's only when you're following up on someone who is your ideal
qualified customer.
Exactly.
So, like, how do you tell that this particular person is a qualified customer? I mean, we're saying that you're wasting time, you're wasting money when you're going around trying to talk people into being your customer without actually qualifying them. How do you tell that, I've looked at Shamiso, she seems like the type of person that is going to be able to buy my disc?
It's very crucial. I think there's this old method which has been used for long, which still works, especially when you want to qualify a customer. Like, it's called band. B-A-N-T.
Okay.
B stands for budget.
Okay.
Then A stands for authority. N stands for need. Then T stands for time.
Okay.
So
So I think we all know what budget is.
Yeah.
Do you have the money for the product?
So it's very crucial. Someone can have a problem.
Yes.
Someone can know that they want to solve a problem, but so
Yes.
long if they don't have the budget, there's nothing they can do. It's like maybe even when you're in hospitals, like we're
Yes.
talking about the doctor, you know that I won't need to save this patient.
Yes.
But maybe they need to undergo an operation of $50,000.
And they can't afford it.
They can't afford
But
it.
they need it to save their
They
life.
really need to. Everyone wants to save their lives. If you've got a mother who is sick, you want to save her life. But sometimes the budget can't allow that.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't
So
allow you to do that.
I've also noticed a mistake whereby salespeople they start asking, "Do you have a budget?" It's a wrong question because usually they are going to lie to you.
Okay.
So it's wise for you to rephrase it in this way to say, for this kind of a product, let's say maybe you are selling laptops,
Okay.
or maybe yes, you're in the business of laptops. So for this kind of, I've noticed, say you want 5 laptops, you do actually set aside a budget. You get it, like
For that.
For that.
So you're not coming out and saying, "Do you have money?"
Do you have money?
Because you know what, I might not want to not tell you like I don't have money.
Exactly. Or maybe they will risk actually telling you a figure which is a bit low. Maybe you're selling your laptop for $800. They're going to say maybe my budget is $200. And what next? You're stuck. So it's better for you to just say, do you actually set aside the budget for these products? Maybe they're going to say yes or no.
And then, like, is this the right time to introduce a range when you're talking about budgets? Let's say that you sell laptops, as you've said.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are, i5, i7, all types of laptops, right? And then you say, well, sir, we have laptops that are in the $200 to $400 range. We have others in the $800 to $1,000 range. Is that a way for us to answer this budget qualifying question?
Yeah, it's good that you can actually give a range, but maybe let us try to cover the whole band, and maybe let us now try to merge, because like what you are rightfully saying, yes, it's good to give a range, but also remember, a customer usually they are not. You're an assistant buyer. Remember,
Yes, you're
we
an
once
assistant
said in our previous sessions that you are not a salesperson.
Yes, you're not trying to sell,
assisting them to
you're
buy.
assisting.
So when you're assisting someone to buy, you really want them to buy an ideal product,
Okay.
which is going to solve their problem. And you want also to assist them. So it's crucial that you've checked on their budgets, number one.
Yes.
Then on number 2 now, the authority. To say, do you have the authority to buy? Are you the decision maker?
Are you the final decision
Exactly.
maker?
No, you cannot be even the final. Do you know that someone who can mess your deal might not be the final decision maker, but maybe an influencer? Like there's someone, like maybe we're trying to buy something, we want to sell something maybe to a lady. The husband might be quiet, but afterwards you can just say, "I know that lady. Don't do business with her." It's done.
And it's dead.
It's dead.
So we have decision makers, like the authority figures, and
Exactly.
then we have influencers. Can we really like bunch them together, or should
They are
we
all
just
decision
separate?
makers. So it's ideal now as a salesperson, you don't also ask someone, "Are you a decision maker?" It's wrong. Because even if you get to a company where you don't even know maybe the person you want to visit.
Yes.
If you ever notice that if you're going to say to the security guard, "I want to go to the reception," they'll pretend as if they're the decision makers.
Yes.
When you go to the receptionist, they also pretend as if they're the ones who actually have got the full decision they're making. So it's not our ideal to say when you're purchasing a laptop, usually when you're purchasing this kind of gadgets,
Yes.
what's your decision making process like?
Okay.
You get it? Maybe they're going to say, "I consult my wife, I consult my accountant, I consult my finance manager, then I consult my CEO." That's how we're going to make a decision.
Yes.
So
and that's how
it's-
you figure out exactly who then is the decision maker.
Exactly.
All right. We're just going to take a short break, and then we'll come back and continue with the band. Hi everyone, welcome back to our show. So today we are talking about qualifying prospects into actual paying customers, and we have been taught about a process called the BANT process, which so far we've talked about the budget, does this person have the budget for your product? Secondly, authority. Does this person have the ability to make the decision or influence the decision to buy your product?
Yes. Yeah. So like you're trying to get the authority, you're done. So maybe the need. The need is very, very important because when someone doesn't have a need, you're actually wasting your time. Like we're now talking about the pains. Maybe we're trying to solve a problem. We're business of solving a problem.
Yes.
Or maybe someone wants to actually feel good. So you need to, do they have a need first?
Yes. Is there a need? Are there any pain points
Exactly.
that your product is going to solve for them?
Exactly. So I think that's the first question you ask. We'll get maybe to our example of a laptop. Okay, sir, you want a laptop? Okay. Instead of saying, most of the salespeople, the mistake they make, which kind of laptop are you looking for? Which is a wrong.
Wrong. Yeah, because
Wrong
usually if I
answer.
walk in there, I don't know.
I don't
No, I
know.
can just say I want an HP because that's the only thing I know.
And usually when you're asked that which type, usually they're going to come with, we are going to come with a name like what you have said, HP, Lenovo, etc. So it's now crucial for a salesperson to say, okay, ma'am, I understand you want a laptop.
Yes.
That's great. What do you want to use that laptop for? You get it. Maybe you say, no, I'm a designer.
Okay.
So I want a big laptop. I
And
want
it has to have a
something
graphics
which
card and it has to have the power and all
you
of
see,
that.
or maybe I work sometimes power at my end or at my place. It's usually these cases. So I want a laptop with a long battery life.
Yes.
It's also important.
Okay.
So you are now asking, maybe I want a laptop for a kid.
You're not drilling down
Maybe
into
my
the pain
kid
points.
is the one who actually needs that laptop. I think there are now laptops for
children
kids,
at
for
school,
children,
yes.
yeah. So all that now, I need to use it in school. I just want to use it for assignments.
Okay.
So if you ever find out that maybe I've walked into these government departments whereby you see an accountant or just an ordinary government official using a Core i7, and you're like, okay, really? They're using a Core i7. What for? It's even unnecessary. But it's because someone who was selling them
Didn't ask
you questions.
Ask, like, how much work are you going to be using? What
Exactly.
programs are you going to use? How much power do they use?
Yeah, and
etc.?
when you're going to ask this official, it's just using it to reply emails. You get it?
Yes.
So it's unnecessary for them to buy a whole Core i7 for emails only. So it's very, very important for you now to ask questions, because the mistake us as also consumers we are going to make is, you're my friend, Isham, you're going to say, Cherry, you bought a Core i7 just to reply emails. Are you crazy?
Yes.
How much did you buy? And you say 2,000. Oh, I think that salesperson just wanted to
get a commission. They wanted the commission from
you
you,
get it,
yes.
yeah. So you're like, you could have buy a $600 or $700 laptop. You get it?
Yes.
Then I'm like, I'm going to hate who? The salesperson.
Exactly. So now people have these attitudes against salespeople.
So I now feel like the salesperson wanted to steal from me.
Yes.
You get it? So the need is very crucial. You need to find out, do they have the need? Sometimes, yes, the budget might be there, the authority might be there, but sometimes
you get
also,
the need wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes, have you ever noticed, some people don't even know that they've got a need of a certain
for
product
something, yes.
until maybe. Like
you
it's
talk
like
to them and
it's like maybe
clarify.
even a book. When I come maybe with my book, the startup vendor, I'll say, you really need this book for entrepreneurship. This person doesn't even know that they really need the book. So I'm supposed to trigger that need.
Okay.
So sometimes a customer knows that they need something. It's like I'm here.
Yes.
Maybe like I would just, maybe this is a funny story. Don't laugh at me. I went to I went to Dr. Rusito, shout out to him. Timeless surgery. So then he said, Jerry, do you know that I can straighten and remove all these gaps in your teeth? And I'm like, as old as I am. And then he said, yes, I can do that. We can do, what is it called? The
braces.
Braces, yes. Then he said, I can put braces in 3 months. Your teeth will be straight. Everything will be fine. I didn't know that. I was not looking for but
that.
It triggered the need.
Exactly.
Hence,
so now you're thinking, do I want straight teeth?
You get it. You get it. You actually trigger the need. So it's crucial for you to also trigger a need. You get it. Then the last one is timing. You find out that the need is there, the authority is there, the budget is there, but someone will just say, I'll need it after 2020. Okay, maybe I would.
Towards the end of the year.
Okay, I need your mugs, I need your laptop. That's fine. I like the laptop, the budget is there, the money is there. You can see maybe someone is driving a GL, everything is there. But they'll say, I need that laptop December 2023. Is that person qualified to buy now?
No.
They might be qualified, yes, to buy in 2023.
And
but
you
for
can
now,
write them down in your pipeline.
for now, they're not.
For now, yes.
What about someone who is saying, my laptop is actually broken down and I've got an assignment. I need it in the next hour. You get it?
Exactly.
You
so
know that
that's where the difference in like urgency comes in.
Agency comes in. So that's how basically you need to qualify your client. And the formula is just a band. Just to remember, band, budget, authority, need, time. So it's very crucial for you to actually find the pains, find out whether someone has got the requested budget, someone also has got the time.
The time
is
yes.
there. Someone has got the authority. Because if you ever notice that some you can be sent to buy something.
Yes.
Yes.
But then you need to, when you see it and then it's not exactly what you're sent to buy, you now have to call, sorry, the Samsung that's here, it doesn't have a C charger, it is the other charger, do you want it? Okay, no, the cover is not black, it's red. And you have to go through all of that processing.
And sometimes when you're the salesperson now, it's very important to just say, kindly give me the phone and actually talk to the decision maker. Because sometimes the person who has sent is going to also mislead the decision maker or the person who really needs the product.
Or they're going to be unable to answer the questions correctly, because as a salesperson, it is now your duty to drill down into the need and pick up on the pain points.
Exactly.
And it's easier to pick up on the pain points when you're talking to the ultimate consumer of that product.
Exactly. So I think our listeners or our viewers, they must always remember that not everyone who is asking for your product is qualified
to be
your customer, and it's not a crime. I think one of my one of the big salesperson, a multi-million guy, Danny Locke, has actually said it's called SW cubed. Some will, some won't, so what?
Some will, some won't, so what?
So you find out that salespeople, they get demotivated when a customer says, I don't think I've got the money to buy. I don't think the timing is okay. I don't have a need.
Yes.
That's okay.
And you
Move
get
to the next
demotivated because
customer.
you're putting in a lot of time and effort into the wrong prospect.
Imagine after traveling maybe 450 kilometers to go and meet a customer, then they just say, I think for now
we're okay. We can deal with the system that we have.
Yeah.
And you've already
you
put
get
in all
dejected,
of that.
you get demotivated. That's why most of the people, they hate selling. Selling is a science and it's also an art. You really need to know what you are doing when you're in the sales process. It's very crucial for our listeners, for our viewers to start learning this animal which is called sales. And when you want to get into entrepreneurship, you can't be an entrepreneur without a sales skill.
All right. So as we have discussed today, it's very important that, as an entrepreneur, as a service provider, you understand the process of qualifying a prospect into a paying customer. So don't forget to use BANT. Check their budget, the authority, the need, and the time, which is like the urgency at which, they need to buy this thing. And just remember, SW cubed. Some will, some won't. So what? Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to buy the Jerry Moore Sales Training discs available at the Bud House 4th floor and the Gerard Vender book. Have a lovely day.